Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Naruto Shippuden episode 38, season 2, episode 6 on Netflix. What happened last time?
Last time, Yamato built a house. Quite impressive. Sai did some painting and then said that he had no intention of naming it. Yeah. They went, they've gotten into their planning a little bit about, going to meet with the spy Sasori had told them about. And they've been split into two teams, Naruto and Sai, and Sakura and Yamato. And the plan is that Yamato is going to disguise himself as Sasori. So I'm not sure how that will. I guess it's kind of an interesting thing, because Sasori, in the way that, like, people sort of recognize him as, is not an actual, like, person. He's a puppet. He's a scorpion puppet most of the time. So I'm interested to see how that disguise will be created, I guess, because, like, you can make yourself look like someone else, or you could make a clone of you that looks like someone else. But I don't know, like, how that works for, like, if you were to disguise yourself as something that's, like, hunched over in time. Like, I guess, I don't know how you would, like, get the movement of that right.
But two questions still linger in their mind, obviously. One, who is the person? Two, are they spying on Sasori or Orochimaru?
That's not...
And there's only one way to find out. Let's watch this episode. Hope you guys leave a like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Bet you won't, but whatever. Please do. It really helps us out. But hope you enjoy most of all. Hope you check out our Patreon to get a week ahead. You can also get uncuts there for this episode and many others. You can also support the official release. Come here to hear what we have to say. Don't come here to watch the show. Because that's what we're providing. We're providing our opinion, our reaction. Let's go! Naruto Shippuden episode 38.
And of course, Naruto and Sai will make up the other.
No, we won't.
You expect me to work with him?
No. I was joking. I would never put you two on the same squad.
Captain Yamato,
Yes, Naruto? What is it?
it's just that, why'd you put me with that guy?
Got a problem.
Why is he so terrifying?
Excellent. Sakura,
Yes?
listen. You're the only medical ninja we have on this team. Because we can't afford to have anything happen to you, you stay with me.
But,
Do you understand me?
yes.
That's the reason.
He's coming.
This is a new track?
I forget. Maybe it is. I think we might have heard it during the Kazekage battle.
Come on, when do we make our move? There he is.
Looks pretty convincing.
It does look really good. He's got the bell and everything. I wonder what the real life purpose of those bells are. Is that a normal thing that people wear on those hats?
I don't know. Now, who is it?
Sasori, but how? The tension is mounting.
Where's the damn signal?
Really convincing.
There's the signal! Hold it right there! Here we go, Sai! Let's do it!
Is what I've read in your files. I want to get a better idea of your battle, your individual fighting styles. I want to see them myself. The more we work together and learn about each other, the more it'll help with our teamwork. You might think I'm being unnecessarily cautious, but that's the way I am. Anyone have a problem with that?
I thought that was the real fucking thing, but it's a test, and I completely forgot that.
That's all you got.
So I was afraid we like skipped ahead 4 episodes or something, and Netflix like fucked us over. That's what I thought would happen.
Oh, okay.
Transformation.
Super Beast Scroll.
It's gonna be a snake.
Let me go, you idiot! Sai! Get this thing off me right now! Sai! Where are you going? Get me out of here!
Naruto! What are you doing? That's not Captain Yamato you got.
What's going on?
The face on it.
You got me fair and square.
Oh, we
Good
got him.
job, Sonny. He's better than I thought. It's hard to believe that a shinobi with his skill level was assigned to Team Kakashi as a mere alternate. It's beginning to look like Lady Tsunade's concerns about him weren't groundless.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Ah, you jerk!
All right, that concludes the simulation.
Okay, it was okay. All right. I was just like, why the fuck would you I forgot like this whole shit.
Think? Do you know what comrade means? Huh? What the? Hey, I asked you if you even know what the word comrade is!
Why, yes, of course I know it. You write it like this.
That's not what I meant, and you know it!
Hey, calm down, Naruto.
You really shouldn't go around blaming others for your own shortcomings.
Say what?
I hadn't fallen for the captain's obvious trick. He never would have found out I was hiding somewhere else. And perhaps I might have been able to capture him with even less trouble than I had.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Why even bother masquerading as me? If you're going to reveal yourself almost immediately by using one of your own jutsu.
It's a really
It's his
strong
only
point.
move.
The captain was able to see through our
But
strategy
true.
and use a substitute
It's very true.
jutsu to escape into the
You straight up showed your hand.
Well then, if you knew it was a substitution, why didn't you break your jutsu right away?
It's impractical to fight while covering for someone who's lost his cool. I simply considered what would best ensure mission success and acted accordingly.
I'll tell you something right now. I don't accept you as a comrade or as a member of Team Kakashi. Not now, not ever.
I'm beginning to get the feeling that this entire thing may not work out at all.
I'm beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Would he have won? Though how you can call someone who betrayed his own village a comrade is beyond me.
Okay. He's really thinking up a good retort there. What do you got, Naruto?
Oh no.
If it means saving a comrade, I'll do whatever it takes. Even if that means teaming with you.
Naruto. Because Sasuke's more than a teammate to Naruto. He's like a brother. You have a brother of your own, don't you, Sai? You must be able to understand how he feels.
I don't. Not at all. Remember our conversation about titling my drawings? I told you, I just don't have any feelings at all.
But you don't really mean you can't feel any emotion about anything.
Yes, exactly. I meant what I said.
You have a brother. Try and imagine what it would feel like to lose him. Surely you should be able to do that.
Oh, yes, that. Well, you see, my brother is already dead.
And all the more reason
I suppose I should have looked like that, shouldn't I? I simply didn't know what kind of look a person makes when his brother dies.
What kind of look a person? What a jerk.
All right, that's enough talking now. Come on, everyone, gather your things. It's time to move out.
You were lucky. I had every intention of pounding you into the ground a moment ago. Warned you. I wouldn't hold anything back if you badmouthed Sasuke again. The only reason I didn't, well, like Naruto said, if it means saving Sasuke, we'd do whatever it takes, even teaming up with someone like you. No matter how much I may want to afford to hurt you, not if you can help us save Sasuke.
Sakura, about you and Naruto, I don't know how to say this, but you're being considerate of his feelings. I don't really understand how such feelings come about, though there was something about this in the book.
Let's go. What are we waiting for? You don't get there by noon tomorrow. This will all have been for nothing.
They're really, like, really setting it up here. Oh, are they back at the same house, or is this a different house?
It's the same house. It might be in a different spot. I'm not sure.
It's right up ahead. Let's make sure we're all ready. Then we'll head for the bridge.
Alrighty.
Surprisingly, exactly the same canyon as previous.
That episode was, like, super drawn out, though.
Yeah, it
You know,
would have
it
been.
sucks. Like, it would have been a punchy as shit scene if it was, like, done in 5 minutes. But it was, like, 20. What all happened that episode? They were planning at the start, and then they had that encounter. And then there's flashbacks, and then basically it was just them talking about the whole encounter for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
The Jonin are the elite, the best of the best. There aren't many of them, and each possesses incredible abilities. Next come the specialist Jonin, each uniquely gifted in his or her field. They're assigned special missions depending on their abilities. Ibiki-sensei is an expert in interrogation, and Ebisu-sensei is good at training, I guess. Below them are the children.
I guess.
So there's 2 levels of Jonin, apparently.
no-
All of a sudden, they just decided that, it seems like.
I wasn't aware of that, but
So
I didn't know. Like, it
they're
makes
like,
sense,
they're
I
like,
guess.
here's the actual good Jonin, here's the Jonin that are just like, alright.
I didn't know about that personally. I knew that, like, some Jonin had their own thing, but I thought the whole point of Jonin was that they all had their own thing, and they were all kind of
It
specialists
doesn't make
in their
sense
own way.
that the specialist ones are also below.
I don't think they were
the, like,
below.
but they weren't like side by side. It seemed
That's
so
weird chart, weird explanation. Okay, it makes sense.
I can
but
go
then,
with
like,
it,
who
but-
isn't a specialist Jonin then?
That's what I mean. Like, she said they're all, like, known for having their unique, like, not necessarily unique, but they're, like, their own sort of thing that they
Specialized
bring
jutsu.
to the table.
But isn't that what makes you a Jonin in the first place? Or do
Yeah.
you get Jonin by just being a super average, but really powerful, like, average
And
guy?
they say these are the specialist ones as they go to, like...
Every
as
Jonin?
they go to, like, the ones that, like, seem to have the least special abilities. Like, literally, Ebisu of just... He's good at teaching.
Yeah, how is he a special? I guess because
you think Kakashi or Kurenai,
but
or
Ebisu. The reason Ebisu would be special is because he was chosen to teach the Hokage's grandson, the honorable grandson. That was his charge, so that was his specialized. But it's weird because is Kakashi an exam? Wait, hang on. So is Kakashi not a specialist Jonin?
Yeah,
he's just a Jonin.
But the Jonin are, but he was in the topper one, and the specialists were not.
I never heard that before. I must have skipped that end card when I watched it the first time. But I don't. Maybe I'm just forgetting. Because here's the thing. I'm actually remembering. I dropped partway through this arc. When I watched on my rewatch.
Oh.
And then I've seen what happens later. Obviously I've seen the whole show. But on my rewatch, I stopped midway through this arc. And then I had rewatched through reactions and stuff past that, but not not all the way through a second time. So once we pass this arc, it'll be almost fresh for me. Not 100% obviously because I've seen other stuff, but yeah, I don't remember the whole. But so what I'm saying with that is maybe I'm forgetting that the specialist Jonin thing becomes a classification later because
or they just did it that one time just for no reason.
Maybe that's weird. Okay, whatever. Anyway, episode though. Really slow, again, a really drawn out episode. Kind of crappy, but they had the simulation where they went through the whole thing. Yeah, I paused it there for a second because I'm fucking dumb, and I thought that this was, again, because I didn't remember this that much. I thought that I accidentally skipped an episode on Netflix, and this was the full on thing, and I skipped all the build up. But yeah, no, apparently, and then. So yeah, Sai just left Naruto there because Naruto was being a dumbass. So they're both kind of in the wrong in their own way, basically.
Yeah, Naruto was doing something stupid, but then Sai was also just
disregarding his teammate.
So, which, I mean, yeah, sure, if you're going off, what's easiest to do in this practice fight, but when you're up against someone who's literally trying to kill all of you, I don't think tying up one of your teammates is a suitable option when someone else could just run up and kill them.
Yeah.
Because they're restrained. So. Yeah.
But it sucks with stuff like this because I don't know, they drew it out enough to where I don't even know what to talk about. It's they literally everything was fully divin through and explained, and Sai apparently has a brother. He died.
Yeah.
And he didn't feel fuck all about it, and Sakura got really pissed off about that because she was trying to sort of extend an olive branch and be like, well, you must understand, right, Sai? You guys can find some common ground. You guys can talk it out, right? You must get how he's feeling on some level. He's just no. And then she's just what kind of a piece of shit, loses their brother and then they don't give a single fuck. I can't trust this guy at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's interesting for Yamato to... I guess it does make sense for him to want to, conduct that test, because he's literally never seen any of them fight, and that's probably not a great thing to, just go into, into something with not knowing anything about your teammates.
Oh, yeah.
So... yeah, it makes sense. And it also makes, he's saying, I'm cautious, but, also he's still alive. And he's a member of the Black Ops, so obviously he's really skilled, and he's not there for no reason. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it is interesting, but then it just shows even more that Naruto and Sai are not a fantastic match. And I love how Sakura just keeps trying, she's trying so much to just be nice, but Sai is just continuously just being a jerk, and trying to, he's like, I don't care about any of this at all, but he's being petty. He's not just speaking his mind sometimes it seems like he's deliberately saying not just what comes to mind. He's thinking what would be the worst thing I could say right now? Alright, let's go with that. I'm interested to see what they'll do with his character and how they'll make him likable, Because if he literally genuinely had no emotions whatsoever and was never able in his entire character development to gain any kind of emotional response, then that would be kind of just a waste of time, because that's not, unless he was just secretly super evil and like that's what the whole secret mission is he's actually evil and you're not supposed to like him. But either way, that's not good. So I'm interested to see like what changes for him, because I'm hoping that like something will change and he'll have a new kind of perspective, whether it's from like seeing other people care for each other, or I don't know, something that like moves him in some way to get him to feel something, or I don't know if that makes sense.
Does it make sense?
I think so. I guess. But yeah, I'm really interested to see that for him. Just so, I don't know. Because it's really hard for me to like him at all, because all he's doing is like causing drama and being really skilled, but just like making life difficult for the main characters. So.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, check out our Patreon to get a week ahead. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.